evening, brothers and sisters. As you may or may not know, you are wallowing on the underside of the internet, the bottom of YouTube, the very basement from which I am broadcasting. And thanks to you, I'm doing okay. How's everybody been? It's been kind of a stressful week. I'm trying to stay away from too many news stories, but it's like a train wreck and you can't stop looking, or a car accident and you just have to look once in a while. And it doesn't matter how many times I get bummed out by whatever's going on, because there's a lot to be bummed out about. I just find myself drawn to it. Like, does anybody else have that problem? Or is it just me and my psychoses? Or is it perhaps the advancing decrepitude that is descending upon me? Rapidly. Rapey McForehead. He's gone. I wonder why. What's in those reports? Oh, well, America wants to know, but we'll probably never find out. I think people need to get away from all this technology and learn how to do things without it, because you may not have it one day, and even if you have it, everything you do is being surveilled. Maybe what we need is a good old-fashioned underground newspapers again. You know, nobody knew where they were coming from, and they're just popping up. And yeah, like, you've got to think like subversively, because the times we're living in, you've got to be under the radar. Now, I, of course, considered with fascism coming into full bloom here in North America, that I would have to sort of hide my channel. And then I realized, hide my channel? Nobody ever watches it. YouTube does it for me. So thank you, YouTube, for keeping this channel hidden for all these years. And I just appreciate it so much, because you had my best interests at heart all along, and I didn't realize it. Thank you, Googleocracy. So I'm recording this on a Friday night, and probably will stay up all night editing it to get the perfect product out there for you. I try my best here at Armpit Studio to make my videos at least mildly entertaining, unlike 90% of what's tubular these days. But the tubularity has always had problems. It's just that lately they've been exacerbated by the introduction of the demonic AI systems that block comments for no apparent reason, that just drop you if you didn't say the right thing. But nobody knows what the right thing to say is. And if you're saying the right thing, it's probably wrong anyway. Are you following me? Good, because I'm not. Remember. As you get old, all you can do is remember. And it seemed like back then, back in when I was growing up, that things were, I'm not going to say simpler, because they weren't, but things were different. You got used to a certain way of living. Using cash for everything, and having some sort of anonymity to your daily activities instead of being traced around by who knows what and who knows who. Things, in a way, have improved. Very few things have improved, but there's been a few improvements. There's a little less discrimination than there was back then. But there were always those type of people. There were people that just couldn't stand anybody to be different. They want to be the same. They would love to live in a society, and this is perhaps why the military really appeals to people like that, is that they're all dress the same, they act the same, they move as one. They need somebody to give them instructions because they've got no imagination, no creativity. And sadly, there are those who will manipulate that and use it for disgusting, unethical purposes, mostly making more money. But on top of making, how much money do you need? How much? How much is enough? It's never enough for these people. It doesn't matter, they could own the entire planet, and it's still not enough. And we got missiles flying around the Mideast, and we got missiles flying around the Ukraine and Russia, and we got all kinds of North Korean troops, and all these people. Can you imagine? Imagine if every soldier just said, screw it. I'm not going to kill my fellow humans. I'm not going to destroy the environment with these horrible weapons. No. Let the old men who send us here, let them do it. They're so eager to spill blood. Let them do it with their bare hands. But I guess that's too messy. Well, we have to look on the bright side. We still have each other. We still have the tubular underground, the cyber hippie love tribe, as I like to call it. And I still have a membership. The cult is growing. It is growing. And you will all listen to me as I hypnotize you with my pretty pictures. Yeah, I'm kind of losing it. But I've been losing it bit by bit in the last few years and experiencing cognitive decline. I think that happens to all old people, and I'm trying to fight it in every way that I can by learning new tasks and doing different things and reading the news too much. I gotta break myself of this news habit because it's going to just get me depressed, and I can't be depressed because there's too much work to be done. There's too many idiots that need educating. There's too many fools who think that simple solutions to complex problems are going to solve everything. Nah, nothing gets solved that way. The only way things get solved is a grassroots movement from the bottom up, not from the top down, where that's the autocracy that we're living under. And everybody in the West, really, to some extent, is living under this system. And it's a system of control and oppression. And it's been going on for a long time, and some of these people have been planning it their entire lives. And they're thrilled to see it come to fruition, where nobody has rights anymore, where everybody can be surveilled. Yes, it's just like Orwell's 84, but he got the timing a little bit off. Although 84, yeah, actually, I can arguably when it all started, probably a few years before that. But the downward trajectory has been extremely fast. So your friend of mine, Hambone, is down south in Dixie. He's in Florida. And he informs me that you can't buy a Bic lighter. No, an old man cannot buy a Bic lighter without being ID'd. I guess that's to make up for how easy the guns are to come by. Do you need IDs for guns? I don't know. Probably not. You just go to the gun show and pick out what you want, I guess. But a Bic lighter, that could be subversive. You could use it for all kinds of subversive things. I don't know. The world is getting crazier and crazier and crazier. And I talk to people from other nations and people in Europe and people in America mostly, and some Canadians. But it's the same story everywhere. Things are getting tougher. It's getting more expensive to live. the and now it's going to get even worse. It's been tough. We have a lot of crappy stuff going on up here, and I could get into it, but I won't, because my American friends still seem, a lot of them are under the impression that Canada is somehow better than the U.S., and I've got to say, it don't make much difference at this point. It's all moving towards control of everything, regimentation, no creativity, because we've outsourced that to AI. So don't make art, don't write books, don't act, don't make comedy, because AI will tell you something really funny. I've never heard anything funny about it. I'm tired of seeing it all over YouTube. I do have there are some people I respect quite a lot that use it, and I just find that while I had a little time playing with it, overall now I've decided to become AI free, 100% AI free on the Veg channel, because I think that the resources it uses are a little bit excessive for what it does. But it's just a more invasive form of technology, which gets worse and worse the further along we get in the technical field. There's tech bros are up there going, ah ha ha ha, we are gods, we will do what we want. And you are plebes and you will just listen. Isn't it sad? Isn't it pathetic? Anyway, just a weekly little blurb for you to talk about amongst yourselves. Talk to yourselves, Talk amongst yourselves. Stay in touch. I love hearing from you. I have so many friends that I've never seen in person, and maybe if I met you guys in person, maybe we'd hate each other. Who knows? I don't think so, though, because otherwise, why would you be watching Veg the Aging Hippie? Also known as Vegematic, also known as Vegematic Deluxe, and once upon a time known as Zlatis. Yes, I've been on YouTube a very long time, but I have been inconsistent, and I'm being consistent this year for the most part. I took a few weeks off a while back, but I'm trying to get the consistency up there so that I can get more people and more eyeballs, but I don't want money for it. You see, that's the weird thing. I'm not looking to earn money from YouTube. I don't care. And it's not that I'm independently wealthy. I certainly am not, but I have enough to meet my needs, and that's all that matters. That's all that should matter to any of us. If we have what we need and we have love, then we have more than 90% of the other humans in the world. So treasure what you have, treasure your heart, and may you always keep your heart open to love and closed to hate. Because hate only breeds more hate, which breeds violence, which breeds death and suffering. The power of love is what we need. Peace, love, acceptance, everybody. Be well, and don't forget to leave your comments, because that's why I do it. I have more fun answering the comments than making the videos, but I do enjoy making the videos. Anyway, I will see you next week. Stay well, look after each other, and look out for each other, especially in these dark times. You're going to need it. We're all going to need each other. Stay well. We will talk to you soon. I'm still able to walk, see? I can move. I may be old, but I can still move.